Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you very much for joining my course. I'm Alex, and I'm a data scientist and finance professional with more than 7 years' experience in various quantitative roles in finance. So this is actually a very good overview of the whole course. So the core of our course is that together with you I want to simulate some complex real-world problems with Python. And actually there are two options how to solve our problems. So either you graduated in math or statistics and find some cool formulas, or you just simulate the problems with basic Python code. And the first option, if you start from zero, it might take you some time, so months or years. However, the second option only requires this course. And this course starts from zero with all the Python basics you need actually in order to master also complex problems. So this course is designed for complete Python beginners who want to learn Python and who want to apply their skills in real projects as fast as possible. And the second message of this course is that it might not be enough to simply write code that works, but it also must work in an efficient manner. So automation and speeding up our code is essential when it comes to large numerical operations and computations, like in our case, where we make lots of simulations. And I want to give you an example. So if you want to calculate how likely it is to win in the lottery, you can use your statistics knowledge and apply some formulas, or you simply simulate the process with Python. So you simulate the process of playing the lottery 1,000 or 10,000 times, and then you analyze the results of your simulations. And if you have done it right, you end up with actually the same results as with formulas. And playing the lottery is actually an easy example, and there are much more complex examples where even if you have graduated in math or statistics, it's actually hard to come up with a formula. And since we use computationally demanding simulations, our code must not only work, it must be efficient as well. And there the NumPy package or add-on comes into play. I often talk to Python beginners, and they often ask what NumPy arrays are useful for when we can also work with lists. And the intention of my course here is to show you the difference and actually the benefits of NumPy. So this course is also designed for everybody who already can code in Python and want to apply and improve their skills. And I want to highly encourage you, so if you find a faster or more efficient code, to just post it in the course Q&A board, and I will adopt it in the video. So this course starts with two challenges. The first challenge is the sticker album challenge. So we all might know the problem if we collect a football World Cup sticker album or an NFL collector cards, that at some point in time we are getting more and more duplicates and it's getting harder to complete our collection. And with Python we want to simulate and analyze this problem and then find strategies that minimizes the costs of completing our collection. And the second challenge that I will add in a few weeks is actually the Prince or Princess challenge. And let's assume a princess invites 100 princes to her castle, and she dates one prince after another, and after each date she has to decide whether this prince is her Prince Charming or not. So the question is, what is the right strategy for the princess to maximize the probability that she finds her one and only Prince Charming? And you can also apply this general setting to other situations like job applications or castings. And there's already a pipeline of more challenges that I can add to the course if you like. So let me quickly guide you through the content of the course. So first of all, I will show you how to install Python on your computer and how to get ready for coding. And we are actually using the Anaconda distribution for Python coding. And for beginners, this is actually the most convenient way to install and work with Python. And then I guide you through the basics of Jupyter Notebooks. And Jupyter Notebooks are actually the environment where we spend most of our time when we write our Python code. And if you are already familiar with Anaconda and Jupyter Notebooks, then you can also skip this section here. And here in Lection 5 you can find all materials that you can download. So you can download all of my completed Jupyter Notebooks with all lines of code for your own files. So you can actually play around with my code, and here you can also find the interactive and instructed notebooks where you can code our challenges on your own with some good hints and instructions from my side. Alright, so and before we go to the section 3 and 4, where we have here our princess challenge and our sticker album challenge, in section 2 I want to introduce all Python basics that we will need later on here. And we are actually starting from complete zero. So here you can learn all the basics of Python coding. So for example, here we are starting with variables, data types, lists, operators, conditional statements, for loops, user-defined functions, and so on. And if you are already familiar with Python, you could also skip here the whole section, and if you are not really sure if your skills are good enough for our case studies, then you can take here the self-assessment quiz. So the self-assessment quiz has 15 questions, and there are some more easy questions and some harder questions, so it's actually no problem if you don't have all answers correct. So as long as you can follow the solutions video here, you are actually best prepared for our case studies. Alright. So next in section 3 and section 4, we are coding our princess challenge and our sticker album challenge with basic Python code. And as I said before, in the download materials of section 1, you can find the instructed and interactive notebooks for both challenges, and you are actually highly encouraged to follow my instructions and code here the challenges on your own. And if you need some help, you can also have a look at the solutions notebook, or you watch here the solution videos. Alright, so then in section 5 we move to the NumPy package. And here you can learn all the basics of NumPy. And again, if you are already familiar with NumPy, you can skip this section. And if you are not really sure, you can also make here the self-assessment quiz. And finally, we are coding our challenges here with fast NumPy code. And also here I want to encourage you to first of all code on your own, and if your code is faster than my code, you can post this on the Q&A board or simply write me a message. Alright, so this is it from my side, and I hope you have fun with the course. And if you have some questions, do not hesitate to make a post on the Q&A board or write me a message. So thanks again and take care, bye!